Alright, let's get into a game with Smurf or Not. Fire Badger is pretty good pack. Giant is pretty good pack too. What's more important? Probably the Vulcan, I think. Now, Smurf or Not. I'm not sure who this player is. Is he a Smurf or is he not a Smurf? He's probably halfway decent, so we have to give him that. Marksman spec, not the best spec to be going up against here. I think we go arc lights here. Pretty standard aggro ASIM placement here. What is he going to do with his deployments? Is he going to go marksman right now? If he goes marksman, are we still going to go Phantom Ray? I think so. Looks like the opponent is considering weighing his options here. You could go Fang, but the Fangs kind of get splashed by the missiles pretty easy. Forward Fang could be good. Uh-oh. We see exactly what we don't want to see. Guess it makes sense because... Well, why does it make sense? Because I guess he thinks we're going to go Arclight, right? And... yeah, these dogs are kind of placement is pretty bad. They're pushing all the Stormcrawlers up here. So we already lose 2 Stormcrawlers. The Arclight is stuck on the Tarantula here, which is not good. We do get one of the Tarantulas, so at least the damage won't be too bad this round for us. Alright, so not a good start, especially since the marksman has leveled. I think we go underground threat, but I don't think we have money. Do we sell one of the Stormcrawler? Oof. That'd be quite a gamble. I think we do here. This is going to be semi-suicide because we're just going in with uncloaked rays here. I think 4 squares would be good, but we have like no chaff, so maybe we just go 2 squares. I guess the underground crawler is considered chaff here, so maybe it's okay. Maybe we do something like this. Go 4 squares up here. I think this is okay for the I think that means the underground threat will get in. Let's just do it like this just to be sure, I think. Maybe like this. Rhino here is actually really good for us. Especially here since it draws also the crawlers back. We'll end up getting some late crawlers. Yeah, this marksman has its aim set right on these level 1 Phantom Rays. It doesn't look like the best situation for us. We don't even really have chaff clear plus our chaff clear. Actually, the Phantom Ray might tank for the arc light. So, they're at least doing something here. Can we at least get the tarantula? I don't think so. Alright, so multi-level marksman. But, you know, we've been in situations like this before. I think the wasp is an auto pick. It's going to act as chaff as well to the marksman. Kind of need some stuff, like some crawlers running in, but we don't really have that much money. Plus, this tarantula is going to kill the crawler pretty quickly. I wonder if Fang would even be better. I don't think we can sell this quite yet. We almost need to go like a fire here, but that's going to be too short-sighted. Do we go for 2 crawlers? I think so. Kind of sucks, but I think we have to here. And I suppose we can get one more. Guess we can get one more pack of rays, or we could just get the cloak. Probably get the cloak here. Do we sell out of the Stormcrawler? Maybe we can get another pack of rays. I think so. Probably pretty stupid because that Stormcrawler was doing the most amount of damage last round. But we need to keep building our Phantom Ray packs here. Yet another marksman, which makes sense. More tarantulas. Gets wasps of his own very late. This side is not going to be winnable, I think. The tarantulas are still level 1. But that's still going to require multiple volleys of the Phantom Rays to take. Good thing we get some chaff here. It's going to slow down the marksman a little bit. It's going to get him to waste a few shots. Here, kind of getting stuck on chaff. We are winning on this side, surprisingly. Can we get the marksman? No. So this is going to be a pretty bad debuff here. We're going to end up losing. Okay. At least we get the high level marksman. That may give us a level. Heavy armor, I think, is what we need. Do we go more rays, or do we get some more wasp to act as chaff? Probably go 1 wasp pack here because we need some chaff clear. Maybe another wasp pack here as well. I think with our extra money, could almost go another pack of crawler chaff here, and maybe we can upgrade a level on the tower that's getting taken. This dog pack is doing nothing in the middle. It at least is acting as some chaff, but we might want to sell this. Alright, range on the tarantulas are not good. These fangs are also not good as well, because they're going to slow us getting into the marksman here. Plus the fangs will attack the wasps and kill the wasps. AA marksman is a good tech for the opponent. He's going to end up one-shotting the the rays now. The rays can get shield. We could also pivot out of rays because the marksman isn't going to do anything to the wasps, but kind of feels like we're almost starting to have more than one problem at the same time. And with that range, our tower is going to go down. So we upgraded the wrong tower here. This debuff hopefully isn't going to be the end of the world. Because of so many of these wasps, we may actually not lose too much. But another tower, well, our level 2 tower is getting attacked. Looks like we will get the marksman, but these level 3 wasps are going to clean up here. We are giant spec. We could go improve War Factory just to kind of maybe like but I think the missile strike is way better. There's a good chance he'll dodge it, but if he doesn't dodge it, then you know we're doing pretty good. He might missile this here as well. We could beacon out actually. Probably should. Maybe beacon to this side. I think we need a level, and because we are Vulcan, we can get a Vulcan here pretty soon and light the oil, because we are the giant spec. I think we light the oil here. There's just a little bit more chaff to deal with, so probably a bit more efficient to get it here. Here's the Vulcan. I don't think we need to get any tech or anything. Maybe we could even put it here and just kind of beacon it back even. But we don't have a second beacon here. I think we upgrade our Phantom Ray and see what we can do here. Probably get a Fang on the tower. It's kind of not the best positioning. It's so forward. Maybe we could do this. I feel like that's as far forward as we can go. Nice shield here. It blocks most of the. And then this beacon was pretty good as well from our end. The Tarantula locks in to the Vulcan, but our Vulcan can tank quite a bit of the Tarantula. We haven't lit the fire yet, which is kind of bad. This is kind of a failure in terms of fire lighting. And can we get to these marksmen before our tower gets gone? If we can get these marksmen here, we end up winning the round. So now we see Mustangs actually. Didn't notice that until just now. There are Mustangs on the board, but with these Vulcans, they're hopefully going to counter the Mustangs. We will end up seeing probably the missile interceptor tech. There's already 3 packs, so we need to start considering this. I don't think the Rhino is the right choice. I think we just skip here. Portable shield could be good for one of the Vulcans. Maybe we do that. It is a bit pricey. Usually I never go for it. We will get the other Vulcan, and we're going to start getting techs on the Vulcan now. Could go something like this. These rays are getting a bit precarious because of the lack of techs here. Still think we have to upgrade our units. Maybe we can get another Fang here to kind of protect the Vulcan a bit. Maybe we just like get this guy to go here. Probably like, you know, here. Just upgrade this. So we see range on the Mustangs as the first tech. We don't see the anti-missile device on the Mustangs. It's a pretty nice fire for us here. And hopefully we can get another barrage off here in this direction. The Mustangs are going to do quite a lot of work to our Fangs, but the Phantom Ray is going to be pretty good against the Mustangs until the Mustangs get level. so we end up winning that round pretty nicely. And we get down that shield, which is pretty important. Could get the sledgehammer to act as kind of chaff, but the Vulcans did survive long enough, so I'm not sure if we need the chaff. We could put chaff here on the sides, tanks, but the wasps will kill the tanks, and yeah, I'm not quite sure. It could be a bit risky. Probably just get the sandworm and sell it. What is that, 500 versus 700? Wow, so that's 700. I think we have to go for the 700 here. Okay, so we'll click the full war crime here. These phantom rays are doing quite a bit, but we will see the dreaded anti-missile device pretty soon. So let's see let's click burst. I think we keep going. More phantom rays here. 100 left over. Probably just keep beaconing, here. And maybe get the range. Okay, so we weren't able to click the range. We do see the burst now, so that was to be predicted. There's still some fire here, so hopefully the Mustangs can walk into the fire. Those shields are really annoying. Good thing we got the burst, because if you didn't get the burst, this would have been an auto lose. Second volley comes down pretty nicely for the Vulcan. Looks like this side's doing quite well. The enemy goes level 2 worm, but the burst counters that pretty badly. So, yeah, in fact, probably what's more concerning is these wasps, especially if they click anti-air. They should be able to take out our entire air army here. Okay, so we end up losing because there's still Mustangs laying around. Kind of feel like the problem was not enough fire. Maybe we get another mobile beacon here, and let's sell out of the tank. So yeah, there's we're gonna keep going with our raise here. And okay, so I like this mobile beacon here. Maybe we can do that. We'll get another one, maybe to put fire down in the middle. And we'll get another one in the side. Maybe instead of the one on the side, we can just go like this. We still have quite a lot of money left over. What are we supposed to get now? I think just more phantom rays, maybe even with armor. How much damage do these guys do? They did quite a lot of damage. Perhaps we get armor and just get more rays. Let's place that missile again where it needs to go. And let's not forget, we have a missile, there's an enemy missile coming in. So I think we forget about this beacon, or forget about one of the beacons. Let's beacon this guy here. Let's still beacon this guy here. And unfortunately we cannot borrow and get the other, so maybe we just put this here. Floating 200. Like this is a pretty good spread with the Vulcan. There's still some space in the middle, but as long as the Mustangs kind of don't come in this middle, we should be doing all right. There's also a spot here that's kind of missing fire, so. But this beacon here is pretty good with the, well, except for this chaff that came through. The enemy gets more wasps with anti-air, and that's going to be a bit concerning because that's one of the best counters to the Phantom Ray spam. We do end up clearing both of the shields, so that's going to give us a bit of a better economy. We're going to have to just get this and sell it. We're going to go AA first. Probably upgrade all this. The fuel's going to be pretty good. You have to expect there to be... we could do this here, and I think that's going to mean that there's not going to be any stragglers coming in through the side, so we can probably beacon this guy maybe more to the center. Okay, do we get... I think we have to keep going mass recruiting these wasps and probably even get range. Because now we're in a wasp mirror situation. We're gonna borrow, get a temp range. And okay, so this fuel is decent. We'll probably beacon this guy like, you know, maybe here. And maybe this guy can just, going forward, I still think maybe we beacon this guy here. We have 200 left over. Let's get our defenses. I think this is okay. We got a really, really good spread on the fire here. Everything's on fire. And with the range even, it forces the Mustangs to kind of get a little bit closer and go into the fire. Looks like our wasps have dominated the enemy wasps. It's just the Mustangs that we're kind of worried about here. It looks like we win this game here. So we got the Smurf. Yeah, he was going Wasp Mirror, but he kind of, you know, couldn't keep up. Aerial spec on the Mustangs, I think, would have been good. The Farseers are okay. So I'm just curious. I want to replay that as the opponent and see if aerial spec instead of more Mustangs would have been the better choice. I mean, aerial spec on the Mustangs instead of going more Farseer or Wasp. So we're at 2100. Oops. So let's take a look at whether or not the going into additional Mustangs would have worked here. The Farseers, I think we take it just because it's a nice, you know, it's a nice thing to have, and we will get the 100 tech on it. What do we sell? I think we might even want to sell like the Tarantula. The Tarantulas aren't doing anything anymore. Get aerial spec. The shields have to come down here. Alright, so I'm gonna go mass Mustang. And we want the Mustangs late. I think part of the problem is the Mustangs are so early. We don't want speed. I think we can even upgrade one of these Mustangs. Maybe the center one, or just the side one. I think we want the extra damage. The fire could be good for us too, so hard to say. I think we just go with the extra damage here. Just put this randomly on this, and not sure about the beacon here. I think part of the problem is the Mustangs are too forward, so they're going into the fire despite the shield, but it looks like with this shield placement, they are surviving pretty well. The Mustang here, the Vulcan here is going to get off the second volley, and this is going to eventually catch on fire here, so... Yeah, kind of like, didn't look like that made a difference. Just too many Vulcans.